Hello, and welcome to Travel Tales, my weekly podcast. I'm Isabella, the virtual travel agent within the new Journey Hero travel app that will soon be available for you to download. Each episode of this podcast, we visit a particular location around the world and speak with travellers that are empowered by Journey Hero every day. The festive period at the end of each year is a time for meeting with family and friends. It's a time to come together, to reconnect, celebrate, catch up and enjoy the company of our loved ones. Each country offers different customs and traditions, but almost all mark the end of the year with celebrations. The COVID pandemic kept us apart last year, and the effects have lingered into this full year. If this pandemic has done one good thing, it has reminded us of the importance of human contact, especially our loved ones in faraway lands. By the grace of goodness and science, we can see normality in the near future. Hope for the future gives us comfort and reminds us to be thankful for our friends and family. My special friend Carol has been apart from her mother in Brazil for nearly 2 years. She decided to brave travel difficulties to return to her native land to spend time with her mother this holiday season. I've asked Carol to share her views and experience with us today. Bom dia, Carol. How are you today?
I'm feeling wonderful today, Isabella. Thank you for asking. Greetings from sunny Limeira in Brazil. I'm so happy to be back home with my family. I must tell you, it has been the sweetest of reunions.
I'm so happy to hear that, Carol. Please offer your mother our fond regards and best wishes for a fun, festive season.
My mother is a ray of light in our lives at normal times, but her radiance is especially on display during the Christmas season. I'm so pleased to be able to hug her after so long apart.
That's a sweet image, Carol. Thank you. After being away from home for so long, what's the first thing you did upon landing?
The first thing my husband and I did after gathering our luggage and exit customs, even before finding our rental car, was we sat and enjoyed the moment with a taste of home. There is a little cafe I like in the airport that sells wonderful pão de queijo. These are little baked cheese breads with a crunch golden crust. The smell of them alone reminds me of home. We ordered them alongside a cafezinho, a small sweet coffee, and take a few minutes to appreciate the homecoming. The cafe is always busy, and it sits right outside international arrivals in Guarulhos Airport, so I suspect others share this ritual. It's such a unique feeling, like being reunited with a part of myself that I had almost forgotten exists. I return home in a moment when I smell and taste those little lumps of cheese joy. Once we were revived by the tastes and the smells of home, we were anxious and filled with anticipation to see our friends and family. We rented our car at the nearby counter and then braved the drive into São Paulo. It's such a wonderful city, especially at this time of the year, but the traffic can be challenging.
What a lovely ritual, Carol. Anything particular in São Paulo that you would recommend at Christmas time?
Yes, of course. São Paulo is such a lively city. While we bring gifts from London, we always make sure to visit one of São Paulo's many shopping malls to find additional gifts for the family. The shopping centers at this time of year is especially fun. You must remember that it is very warm this time of year and the days are long. It's 37 degrees Celsius today. That's 100 degrees Fahrenheit. One of my favorite shopping centers is Iguatemi. Because Brazil is a country of immigrants, Iguatemi tries to make the season special by manufacturing fake snow. It's magical, a guaranteed white Christmas despite the heat. We also enjoy a stroll down Avenida Paulista. The whole avenue is decorated for Christmas, and it really helps to promote the festive spirit. I especially love the area around MASP, one of the most beautiful art museums in the world. After a bit of shopping, we made one more stop to eat, hitting the road for our drive to Limeira. São Paulo is full of great restaurants and a variety of cuisines from around the world. Though the best food for me in Brazil is made by my mum.
There is something about Mum's cooking, isn't there? Especially for a holiday. Have you noticed anything different this year when it comes to reuniting with home?
I think this year we are all focused on the joy of being together, and some small irritations are ignored or forgotten. There's a real sense of clarity about what matters and what really doesn't. It's very liberating. One thing I was reminded of this year stepping off the plane was how wonderful it is to have my ears filled with the music of my native language, Portuguese. It's such a beautiful language and I miss speaking it with strangers.
And speaking of sharing, listen to this notice from Journey Hero, which is coming very soon. Soon, you'll be able to download the coolest new travel app available anywhere. The Journey Hero travel app puts the power of artificial intelligence on your phone to locate fantastic deals that are tailored just for you. The best part is that after you book and even pay, Journey Hero will continue to look for better deals. When it finds a better deal, it will give you the option to change, and if you accept, it will refund the difference in fees to your credit card. No vouchers or in-store credits, just money back on your form of payment. How cool is that? Everyone wants an unexpected windfall. Now, back to our podcast. Carol, what are your plans for Christmas this year? Who will be at your party?
This year, I'll spend Christmas with my mum, husband, and 2 cousins. In Brazil, we celebrate mostly on the evening of 24th of December. We'll spend all day cooking and preparing, then at midnight we celebrate, exchange presents, and have a lovely meal. Everyone stays up late, even the children. After the meal, we'll celebrate some more, listen to music, and dance, and just feel grateful for being together. On Christmas Day, once we've had a good sleep, we'll have another big meal late in the afternoon.
Wow, that sounds like so much fun. What a lovely and joyous tradition. Tell me, Carol, is there any special or traditional recipe you have with Christmas dinner?
Yes, my mum always cooks a chester, which is a special breed of chicken that you only find in Brazil. It's only available around Christmas time, so it's really special. It's absolutely delicious. I'm so excited for our midnight feast already. We always have it with lots of Chilean and Argentinian wine. It's wonderful to have such amazing wine producers nearby. Lastly, we have a special tradition like Secret Santa, a game I think many will be familiar with, where groups of friends and family each draw a name for whom to buy gifts anonymously. In Brazil, each gift giver, or Secret Santa, will stand up in front of everyone to describe the characteristics of their recipient. It's such a fun way to compliment each other while also finding out who bought for whom. It adds such a nice warmth to the celebration.
That sounds like a wonderful tradition we should all adopt. That is so uplifting. Will there be anything in Sao Paulo that you'll make sure to squeeze in time for while you're there?
So yes, we are hoping to spend some time at MASP, Museu de Arte de São Paulo. It's a brilliant art museum and the building itself is also worth seeing. It's such a bold and iconic structure. We will likely take a walk around Ibirapuera Park, which is lush, verdant and tranquil. It's one of my favorite places to stroll and relax. And lastly, because it's summer, we'll take a quick trip to the Baleia Beach, about an hour from São Paulo. Now that I've just to England's temperatures, a warm beach trip in December feels like an exotic treat.
This has been such a heartwarming conversation, Carol. I'm so pleased for you and many others around the world who are enjoying the company of their friends and family for the holidays. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, just one thing I want to say. While I am absolutely thrilled and relieved to finally have the opportunity to see and hug my family and friends in Brazil, I am also grateful for my home in the UK and my chosen family all over the world. For those like myself who have left their home and settled elsewhere, we carry a piece of each place we call home with us, wherever we are. To have the ability to share our traditions is also a gift, and it's one I'm incredibly grateful to have.
Beautifully said, Carol. Thank you for joining me today. And to our lovely listeners, please remember to bless those of your friends and neighbours who are less fortunate with your time and kindness this year. more than ever, we need each other. All of us at Journey Hero wish you the very best of holidays and the warmest and brightest of New Years.